So it's the end of the day on Tuesday. I did not come to school yesterday. I had to take my first sick day of the school year. I thought I was going to make it through the school year without having to take any sick days, but those seasonal allergies got me. So I woke up yesterday and I had a very, very painful sore throat. And before we come to campus, we have to check into this app and we have to answer 3 questions. If we've had a fever in the last 24 hours, if we've had any of the COVID symptoms, which a sore throat is part of the COVID symptoms. So I had to answer no to that question. And for that reason, I had to go get a COVID test, which was negative. And then I had to get a doctor note that diagnosed or said the reason as to why I had a sore throat, which they said it was seasonal allergy. I was able to take care of all of that yesterday, so I'm back today. But when I got to my classroom this morning, my desk, my blue table was a mess, and so I was just like really irritated, and it just really threw me off. So I spent like the first 15 minutes just trying to reorganize my things. The substitute that was in here like went through my stuff that was in there. It wasn't horribly out of place, but it still really irritated me. Like, that is my pet peeve, people touching my things and not putting them back. Biggest pet peeve. Like, I don't care if you borrow my stuff, but just put it back. And then the kids were telling me that she let them use like my colored pencils, which my kids have their own set of colored pencils. So all of my colored pencils were really dull, so I had to sharpen those. Anyway, I got my life together in the morning. It was okay. But then she also gave them their new morning work for May, which I was not going to give them their morning work for May till next week. But they went ahead and did 2 pages of that already. So, like, I know it's not the kids' fault, but that was just irritating. That's why I don't like missing days. Either way, the substitute left a note and she said my kids were good, that she enjoyed the day with them. So I guess that's what matters. Anyway, so this week we are learning about ocean animals. So I'm really excited for this week because I love ocean animals, and then I got to dig into my pre-K stuff and use some of those materials and resources that I already had for pre-K. So let me share some of those with you. So first off, the science focus is specifically animal features. So we are going to focus on ocean animal features, and I went ahead and bought some Clipart. I'll link the Clipart in the description, but I really liked this seller's Clipart because it was definitely more detailed. So this is a resource that I came up with on my own. This is like just a little cover, and so I picked a great white shark, an octopus, a bottlenose dolphin, an orca, and a jellyfish. So all of these animals have 3 to 4 parts of their body that we're going to label, and we have nonfiction text on Mayan that we are reading. I wrote the same sentence starter for all of the little prompts. They like to eat. That's something that each of the book covers, something that that animal likes to eat. The kids had to remember and recall information that we read specifically from the book, and so they remembered that they eat seals and fish. And then one of the girls with you remembered that sharks can smell blood, and it was perfect because we could reinforce that vocabulary word of nostrils. And then they also remembered that they have over 300 teeth. But yeah, I really look forward to the rest of these. And then this is like the octopus Clipart, so I really like that it has the suckers. An octopus uses its suckers to taste things, which is interesting. The only thing that you can't see is that they have beaks for mouths. But yeah, I look forward to completing this the rest of the week. And then these 3 resources are something that I already had. I'm pretty sure this one was free. I don't remember about this one, but either way, I will link all of these in the description. But I really like these ocean movement cards. I have them for insects too. But it's really cute. Like pinch like a lobster, slither like an eel, jiggle like a jellyfish. So very good action verbs. We're going to be doing that for brain breaks. And then I'm going to save the Write the Room and the I See Animals book for Friday, because the nurse is testing the kids for their hearing and their vision. So 3 to 4 kids are going to be out of my classroom. So I'm just going to ask her if we can just do it Friday, and that way as they're coming in and out of the classroom, they're either doing a Write the Room or they're doing their little ocean animals book. which is from A Dab of Glue Will Do. And I really love this free book because she also made it interactive. So this is like the word bank it comes with. So they'll have to trace it and then they'll have to match. Based on that beginning sound, they'll have to match. Find the word dolphin and paste it in. Shark. And so on. So that'll be just a fun activity for them on Friday. And then I mentioned that we finished our morning work. So I printed off some sheets from the MoFat girls. I have like a May no prep. That's where this comes from. So I just picked like 5 sheets. So we would do one every day. Again, me being absent yesterday threw me off, and then I just didn't get a chance to make copies this morning for our morning work. Pretty sure all of these vocabulary words were free. And on another note, I did not kill the marigolds. So I did water them. I think I said last week on either Thursday or Friday, but they came back to life. So it's still all good with the marigolds. It is day number 22. And today, before the kids left home, I went ahead and they had some hot air balloons posted up, but they went ahead and took those home, and I posted their little life cycle of plant pictures up here just to switch it up. I'm really bad about switching up their work, but look at all of my mess. I cannot wait to organize all of this. I probably need a couple more bins and a couple more binders now that I have like a lot more kinder work. But that's my mess. But those are kind of like the big highlights. I think just one more. Our school district did send us an update that we are allowed to use the actual playgrounds now. So today was the first day that I got to take my kids to the pre-K kinder playground finally. So that was really nice. They, of course, were fighting over the tricycles. I'm excited that we're just slowly going back to normal. I'm just waiting for that email that says that we're gonna have a normal school year. I hope we don't start off hybrid. I hope we don't do virtual. Like, I just want a regular school year. Okay, now I think that's all of my highlights. That's all I have for you right now. But let me run out of here because it's super cloudy outside. So hopefully I beat the rain and I need to go to the gym. So I will probably see y'all tomorrow. Hello friends, it's Friday. Oh my goodness, it snuck up on me. So when I checked in on Tuesday, I mentioned that I was sick with allergies. So my sore throat went away, but then I developed like really yucky mucus, tengo mocos. So that's what I've been dealing with these past couple of days, but it hasn't been horrible. Just not feeling my best, but it's all right. I'm getting through it. So I'm just gonna share some highlights that we had this week, and then today in particular, we had a really fun Friday. But some highlights for Wednesday and Thursday, we kept working on our ocean animal journal, labeling our animals. So one of the first highlights is just that my kids really enjoyed the little ocean animals journals that I came up with, where we are labeling the animal, and then after we read the book, they recall information that they remembered. So I'm just gonna read to you what they remembered. So with the great white shark, they like to eat seals and fish. They can smell blood with their nostrils. They have 300 teeth, and they use their tail to swim. Then with our octopus, we labeled the head, the tentacles, 8 tentacles, the suckers. They like to eat crabs, fish, shrimp, and lobsters. Inside their head, they have 3 hearts, 1 brain, and a stomach. They taste with their suckers. I really enjoyed learning about octopuses, hence our little octopus headband, which I'll talk about. And then yesterday we talked about bottlenose dolphins. So we talked about the blowhole, the fin, the tail, the flippers. They like to eat fish. They love to play. They really enjoyed the dolphin. And for all of these animals, after we finished writing, we also went ahead and watched some like real videos of these animals. So thank goodness for YouTube and just how easily we are able to access information now. So there's some really great animal videos on YouTube. And especially for dolphins, because they're just such smart, friendly animals. There was a ton of dolphin videos they loved. So they love to play. They can learn tricks with hula hoops and balls. They can spin and jump high in the air. And they are so friendly and smart. And then today we talked about the orca, which is actually a type of dolphin. That was interesting because you usually hear it referred to as a killer whale, but it's a type of dolphin. But yeah, they like to eat sharks, fish, and sea lions, and they have over 50 teeth. And we didn't get to the jellyfish because I was absent on Monday. We were supposed to do one each day, but since I wasn't here on Monday, we didn't get to do the jellyfish. So I don't know when we'll finish the jellyfish, honestly, but they'll keep these in their desk. Another highlight is that this week, one of my big goals was to be caught up on the Reading Academy, the Science of Teaching Reading. Module 10 was super long. It had like 8 chapters, so I was trying to do like at least 1 chapter per day so I would be caught up for the week. And I finished like catching up on the modules on Wednesday. So now I just have to worry about turning in a draft artifact, which honestly, like I haven't even looked at it. I just know I have to do it. And I have until next Friday to submit a rough draft of whatever that artifact is. So I'll focus on that for next week, but I'm just happy that I'm caught up. And then after that, we'll just have module 11 and module 12 and be done with it. Another little highlight today is day 25. Yes, today is day 25 of our plants, of our marigolds. So let me show y'all. I still haven't killed them. I did water them yesterday and today. And today when the kids were looking at them, we do have a couple that have really tiny buds. So let me show y'all. Oh, there's a fly. This one, I don't know if y'all can see it right here, but that's a tiny bud. So this student noticed it and they showed me. I did not notice it, but this student noticed it. And yeah, we were all excited. That's a super small bud. And I think this one, where is it? Oh yeah, and then this one right here in the middle. But yeah, I think those are the only 2 that have buds so far. But yeah, we have 10 more days. They are going to take theirs home on Friday since it'll be a Mother's Day gift. But I still have my marigolds in the restroom. So we'll be able to see how much they bloom regardless. I wanted to make recycled paper. It's just like a pain. I made recycled paper one time in pre-K, but it was really time consuming and it was like such a pain. So I want to make recycled paper so they can write their Mother's Day card. I don't know yet. I need to come up with a plan B probably. So I'll think about that this weekend. Now let's talk about today. So I was excited for today. I was saving all the little fun activities. So they did let us know very last minute that we needed to complete a dyslexia test today with the kids. It was really simple, so I didn't worry too much about it and I left it for the end of the day because I already had all my fun stuff planned. So if you haven't noticed, I love making headbands. So anytime I can make headbands, I make them. So we used newspaper again for the actual headband part. And then I gave them half a sheet of a newspaper. And I told them to draw their lines so that they could cut out their tentacles. And then with a dab marker, they dabbed on the little suckers. And then we talked about what does an octopus have inside its head? 3 hearts, a stomach, and a brain. So they also drew that inside the head. But yeah, they loved their little octopus hats today. And then they did a Write the Room, which I still have like cards all over the classroom. When they finished their Write the Room, they did the ocean animal book. And then we did a little bit of math and we ended the day with this little shark craft. So I had seen this idea on Pinterest a little while ago. I finally got to do it. Made my own paint again in a little cup. Just flour, water, and food coloring. You can make your own paint. So first we drew the waves, then we painted the blue ocean, then we painted the blue water. I gave them a half sheet of a newspaper again. So I told them to draw their shape of their little shark head. And then I gave them half a sheet of black construction paper, half a sheet of white copy paper, their 2 eyes. That's what mine turned out to look like, and I hung up theirs in the classroom, so let me show you theirs. Aren't these so cute? I just love seeing their artwork. I only had 11 students in class today though. I had 2 absent, so they missed out. But These are adorable. I love them. But yeah, it was Friday, so it was also Friday treat, which I got this really big box of 24 popsicles for $4 at Kroger. So it was a popsicle treat day. I did have 3 friends that did not earn it. 2 of them were being very rude to their friends this week. So I had conversations with them about their behavior for the week. And then I had another student who just could not stay at their table, was in everybody's business the whole week, very distracted. Everybody did a really good job with their work. I'm really happy with how they're working, but they also have to behave and be kind, make good choices. So thinking ahead to next week, a couple of things. First is that I definitely have a group of students that is ready for CVCE words. And last year, I didn't make it this far into the school year because of COVID. So I'm still, and it's only my second year in kinder, so I'm still trying to get the pacing of everything and what to teach next. So I have a group of kids that is definitely ready for CVCE words. And I was looking at, I think her name is Christina, Sweet for Kindergarten. I follow her on Instagram and she has really great ideas. And she also has a YouTube channel and she's been posting just lots of little tips. So I looked at her CVCE video. I'll link that in the description if you're interested in watching it. But I really loved her tips and she sells a unit on CVCE words. So I'm probably going to go ahead and purchase that and prep it this weekend so I can start doing that for small group next week. But also exciting, next week we'll focus on insects. So that'll be fun. I have some teaching resources and materials from my pre-K days as well. So I'll incorporate those. I have a free write-the room. I also have some free readers. But I want to go ahead and do the same thing with the diagrams. So I'll pick 5 insects that we'll focus on. And most excitingly, purchase some ladybugs from Insect Lore. So they are supposed to be coming in on Tuesday. And I think it comes with it's at about 15 of the little larvas. I have 6 more weeks in our school year left, so we should be able to fully view and learn the life cycle of a ladybug. So I'm excited for that. It'll be my first time getting ladybugs. But yeah, we have 6 more weeks left. So that is another reason why I want to start CVCE words right away with these kids. One of the tips was to focus on a vowel for each week. So that'll be 5 weeks. And then the last week, I still need to plan just really fun stuff for the last week of school. I think we'll definitely do a show and tell. And that's literally all I have in my pocket right now. So I'll be thinking about that. If you guys have any exciting last week of school activities that you enjoyed, please let me know in the comments. And I feel like I'm forgetting to share something else with y'all, but I really cannot remember. So if I remember, I'll just mention it for next week's vlog. But that's all I have for you, friends. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, even though it was just a couple of days. Hopefully you got some good ideas. And if you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm gonna pack up and head out of here. So I'll see y'all next week.